this episode of Crimewatch, tireless police teamwork solves a $1 million container theft. Vigilant bank staff stops a kidnap scam.
Hi, welcome to Crimewatch. I'm DSP Julius Lim. In August 2009, a container carrying $1 million worth of cosmetics and perfumes was reported stolen from a logistics hub located in the western part of Singapore. The container was later found but emptied of its contents. Stolen goods like these, once sold, may never be recovered. In this story, we see how a team of officers from different squads was swiftly put together to solve this $1 million theft.
A logistics staff, while inspecting the container bays, discovered a container missing. Suspecting theft, the staff immediately contacted his manager. David Woon, the operations manager, quickly accessed the CCTV recordings.
Look, that's our container. Do you recognize the prime mover?
I think that's the SNS company.
Whoever it was, he doesn't have the authority. There's $1 million worth of goods in that container. We have to find it.
David immediately mobilized his staff to search for the missing container.
There's one. No, there's one.
And the container was finally found, abandoned along Penjuru Close, amongst other containers. But the $1 million worth of cosmetics and perfumes had vanished. It was then that they decided to call the police.
Hello, police.
ASP Rosley from Clementi Police Division Headquarters was tasked with the investigations. He was assisted by Station Inspector Lim Peng Tat.
Mr. Woon, may I know what's the consignment inside this container?
Branded cosmetics and perfumes.
And its estimated worth?
$1 million. Officer, I hope you can find the goods fast because they can be easily sold in the black market or even sent overseas.
Don't worry, Mr. Woon. We get more men to work on this immediately.
A team comprising officers from the General Investigation Squad and Property Offences Squad was immediately set up to investigate the case.
Gentlemen, there's a case of theft of container reported yesterday at the logistic hub. Okay, the container contains $1 million worth of cosmetic products and perfume. CCTV footage captured a prime mover transporting the container out.
Sir, we have verified this. This is the company logo of SNS Transport Private Limited.
Yes, Team A will proceed to the transport company to check with all the drivers assigned to the prime mover. Team B will go to all the various shops selling cosmetic products and perfume, check with them whether anyone had approached them in wanting to sell such items.
Hi, ma'am. I'm IO Jimmy Lim from Clementi Police Division. We are investigating into the case of theft. We'd like to know if anyone had tried selling you such brands of cosmetics and perfumes.
Sorry, we don't have.
All right, thank you.
Another team of officers arrived at a transport company in Jurong and confirmed the logo was theirs.
Mr. Chan, can you confirm whether this vehicle belongs to your company?
Yes, this is one of ours. But I have no idea this was involved in any of the illegal activities. Furthermore, there are no vehicle numbers in this prime mover, so it is impossible for me to trace.
In that case, can you provide us the list of drivers working on that night?
No problem. I can give you the list.
Are you working on the 29th of August?
There were 4 night shift drivers on the 29th of August, and they were interviewed by the investigation officers. One of them was Sariman bin Muhammad Noor.
I was at home.
According to your company roster, you were working on that night.
I remember now. I was working.
Throughout the interview, Sariman was evasive and fretful.
CCTV shows that you're driving your prime mover out of the building that night.
I don't know anything.
In other words, do you tow the container out of the building?
They told me everything will be okay. And I just need to drive my prime mover.
Who instructed you?
There were 3 of them.
Do you have their names?
I only remember one, Hardev Singh.
A few days before the incident, Hardev Singh called Sariman.
Hello?
Sariman, Hardev here. We've got a job for you.
What?
We need you to drive your prime mover, remove a container, and you get $500 for it. So can you do it? Hello?
What's inside the container?
My friend, I guarantee you, everything will be okay. You drive and you get paid $500. Can you do it?
On the night of 29th August, Sariman drove the prime mover to the logistics hub. On board the large vehicle were two other men, Gopi and Paul. Sariman stayed in his prime mover, while Paul and Gopi searched the containers that might contain valuable cargo.
Bro, check it out. Branded perfume and cosmetics. How?
Sariman drove the container to Buroh Lane, where Gopi and Paul would unload the stolen cargo. Hardev and his lorry were waiting for them.
Hey Adif, we need to transfer all the goods to your lorry.
No problem.
This is the money for your driver. $500.
Sariman?
Sariman was paid $500 for his role in the theft. He was asked to return later to remove the container. Gopi, Suresh and Hardev unloaded the stolen goods from the container and loaded them onto Hardev's lorry. Around 2 a.m., as instructed by Hardev, Sariman returned to tow away the container. He had been told to tow it to Penjuru Close, where there were many parked containers and thus unlikely to arouse any suspicion.
Sariman, we're going to place you under arrest for the offense of theft.
After the break, find out how the police within one night caught the rest of the gang behind the $1 million heist. ASP Rosley and his team of officers proceeded to Hardev's home in Jurong West.
Yes?
I'm ASP Rosley from Clementi Police Division Headquarters. Are you Hardev Singh?
Yes.
May we come in?
What is this about?
We are investigating into a case of theft.
Hardev's flat was thoroughly searched. About 30 bottles of perfume were found in the cupboard.
Sir? Where did you get the bottles of perfume from?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Did someone give them to you?
I just found them in my lorry, so I brought them back here.
You just took them. Tell me, who hired you to drive the lorry?
There's this guy who calls himself Paul.
Paul's real name was Suresh Raja. Led by Station Inspector Lim Peng Tat, officers headed for Suresh Raja's flat in Clementi Avenue.
Suresh Raja, police. Are you Suresh Raja?
Yes.
I'm placing arrest for theft.
According to Hardev Singh, the stolen consignments were stored in a warehouse at Kranji Loop. Escorted by officers, Hardev was brought along to help identify the specific warehouse. However, when the officers arrived, they found a vacant storage space instead.
Where is it? It's all gone. It was all here.
How would you know?
Because I helped them unload everything here.
Subsequent investigations revealed that after Hardev had left, the stolen consignments were removed from the warehouse.
I didn't do anything. Two of your friends said that you were on board a prime mover that went into the logistic hub.
Rubbish. I wasn't. Who said so?
Hardev Singh. Does the name sound familiar to you?
No, I don't know any Hardev Singh.
Then what is Hardev's contact number doing in your handphone? I've checked your handphone. So you know Hardev Singh?
Yes. I only know him as a lorry driver.
So you engaged Hardev to find a prime mover with a driver. In fact, you planned everything, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Then who did?
Gopi. He's the guy behind everything.
Led by ASP Rosley, the team quickly set out to Gopi's flat in Yishun. The officers searched Gopi's flat.
I'm telling you, you're wasting your time. I've already sold everything.
Gopi was placed under arrest for the offense of theft. However, none of the stolen goods were found until his car was searched. The brand of the new bottle of perfume matched one of those stolen.
We've arrested 3 other accused and they've implicated your involvement in this case. What you have got to say?
Okay. I stole the goods. In fact, I planned everything. So what?
Where are the stolen cargo now?
Cargoes? I've already sent them to overseas. You can't trace them anymore.
Whom did you sell them to?
Doesn't matter. You've already got me. But the goods, they are gone, like the wind.
What are these keys for? Something tells me you had not sold off the stolen goods and it's being kept somewhere. Am I right? Well, you refuse to talk, but we will track to see where this unit is and what is being kept inside.
Wait.
What?
Don't bother trying. You'll not recover any of the stolen goods.
Is that so?
Yes. I've already told you I sold the whole lot to overseas. You'll never find them.
We will not rest until we recover all the stolen goods. And this is definitely one way we will look into.
I'm telling you, you're wasting your time. You won't find anything there and there's nothing there.
So, are you admitting that the goods aren't sold but kept in some warehouse? Now, tell the truth. Where are the goods kept? Are they kept inside Unit 0208?
Realizing that the police would persist in their investigations and recover the stolen goods sooner or later, Gopi relented and revealed where the stolen goods were stored.
This unit is at Kaki Bukit. If it had caught me one day later, I would have really sold the goods and be rich by now.
The keys were swiftly traced to a warehouse unit at Kaki Bukit. At the warehouse in Kaki Bukit, the stolen consignments were finally found. Gopi Kumar pleaded guilty to the charge of theft with common intention. He was sentenced to 32 months imprisonment. Like Gopi Kumar, Suresh Raja pleaded guilty to theft with common intention. He was duly sentenced to 32 months imprisonment. Hardev Singh was convicted on one charge of abetment to theft. He was sentenced to 15 months imprisonment. Sariman was convicted on one charge of abetment to theft in dwelling. He was sentenced to 12 months imprisonment.
Where stolen cargoes are involved, time is always critical in recovering the goods. The successful unraveling of the case attests to the speed, perseverance, and excellent investigative work of the officers from the Clementi Police Divisional Headquarters. The investigation was also facilitated by the effective coverage of the CCTV cameras at the logistics hub. In this case, the $1 million cargo was recovered and the entire syndicate behind the heist was nabbed within 3 days after the police report was lodged.
After the break, watch how timely assistance from the staff of OCBC Bank prevented an elderly lady from becoming a victim of a kidnap scam.